David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Here we go. And so off the tip, it's New York. Duncan surveying the D. Milwaukee with the rebound. Nikola Jokic, Clark, is as skilled a big as we have seen. When he has the ball, he can really affect the opposition.
Yeah, he's such a great passer, and he's got tremendous size. I mean, people forget because he's pretty nimble and agile that he's, right at 7 feet tall, 7'1", with really long arms. So he's a problem just from the size standpoint. Then you factor in his otherworldly skills as a passer, as a shot maker, as a basketball player. And now you've got something that's as unique as we've seen in, I think, the history of the game. Duncan is not messing around when he's in this deep. All business. Very assertive and effective.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Wall attacking. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. All with it. Spins. And he dunks it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Irving looking over the floor. Back to Wembanyama. Over Bull. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wall. Out to the right wing. Back to Jokic. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
To the middle. And the dunk by Duncan.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
All with it. Guarded now by Duncan. On the wing, Irving. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
And the dunk by Bull.
Does he even have to jump? Bull is a long guy.
Pass to Jokic. Wembanyama outside. And Jokic slams it in.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Now, here's Bull. And Duncan gets it to go in. Duncan's got 6.
This is simply Tim Duncan doing his thing, being Tim Duncan, playing with great heart and going to work inside.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's Wall. Nothing on the board. Pass to Bull. The 3. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
What a sweet jumper that was. Great J from Dr. J.
Wall, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Jokic a screen. Back to Wall. Inside. Wembanyama. And Bull sends it back. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. New York leads by just one. And we'll be back in 12. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Here's Irving. And Dr. J slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
And the basket is good. Wade's got the lead up to 3 now for New York.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And Jokic throws it down.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Down low, here's Wembanyama. Off with the layup.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. Wade just gone after his first step. So quick.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the... Oh, that's the highlight of the night. Wembanyama.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Pass to Wembanyama. Irving from long range. Morrison pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
A shot by Wembanyama, no good. And it's Irving with the ball for Milwaukee. They trail by 3. Wembanyama, a screen to the inside. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 20 left in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Malone. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Rebound, Milwaukee.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
It's Roy on the wing. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
Roy can be explosive when the moment calls for it. He's kind of quietly athletic, but that time threw it down with authority.
Embiid the screen. From deep, Reeves. New York, no good that time either.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Embiid the screen. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Embiid. That one misses. Good D by Embiid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
It's his first trip to the line. And so he hits both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's James. James gets inside and finishes.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Milwaukee on top, leading by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Milwaukee leading by 3. All with the stone, and there he puts it down! Oh, my goodness.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Ball's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
6 on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here.
We'd expect nothing less than stifling coverage from Duncan. His effort level on the defensive end, extremely consistent.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that post.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And Reeves has got the ball here for Milwaukee. The lead is 2. Pass to Roy. Inside. Reeves outside. On deep, Gay. And it's sent back by Hill. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
It's deflected. Back to Reeves. Pass to Roy. 6 to shoot. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
thunderous throwdown that time from Joel Embiid.
Outside for Wembanyama. Outside, Wall. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Pass to Mourning. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Gay left side. Here's Embiid. Wembanyama with the rebound. New York trailing to the middle. Duncan up on top. He's got 8. Now here's Wall. Here's Wembanyama for 3. They get it back. Outside Hill. For the tie. Outside for Roy. Duncan outside. Pass to Wembanyama. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
New York shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Reeves outside. Pass to Embiid. There's Embiid with the dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Milwaukee leads by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's New York with it. A 2-point game. With force, Embiid takes it to him.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, Coach told his guys it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If we lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
New York moving the ball around. Irving with the steal. Out to the right wing. To the right side. Back to Jokic. Outside Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Ripped away. Fast break, Milwaukee. Pass to Jokic. Here's Wembanyama. Back to Jokic. To the inside. Now Irving. Covered by Stackhouse. Clock at 4. From past the arc. Irving, good. And it's a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
about Irving stretching out the defense, making the most of a rare trip behind the arc.
Down low. And Wembanyama throws it down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Fires for three. It's John Wall with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Wembanyama, a screen from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Left side Wall. Stackhouse with the steal. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. On the wing, Irving. He can't get that one to fall. Nice defense from Malone. Outside for Roy. Driving to the basket.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Money!
Malone is a big-time performer, having no issues with being in the spotlight and coming up with big buckets.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Bullseye!
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible. And hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
No option here but to go for three. Maybe set up a screen, carve out some space, and try to get a clean look at the three.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Wall outside. Roy Clark, it went in! Count it!
Yeah!
Guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a three to extend the game, and the young fella delivers.
These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Milwaukee making a switch here. Inside, here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down.
A 6'6" creator, smooth as they come. Roy is kind of a point forward, doesn't have a defined position. All he is a baller who makes plays.
Screen by Bull. To the inside. And the dunk by Bull.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And Wall with the slam.
And to say Wall's explosive at the rim doesn't do him justice. I mean, this guy is a freak of nature.
Drills the three-pointer.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And one action in this one. We're about 1 minute into overtime. Duncan. Good.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge even in the biggest of moments.
Right wing. Gay outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's the first. That increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
A 3 from Wembanyama. It's rebounded by New York. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass the Bull. It's stolen by Wembanyama. From deep, Reeves. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Here's Wall. And Wall with the slam.
They've been a totally different squad here in the overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy.
Nailed from three-point land. So it's New York picking up the win. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get